Good afternoon. My name is Tristram Kidder. I'm chair of the Department of Anthropology at Washington University in St. Louis, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this virtual celebration of our graduating class. This year, we're graduating over 100 majors, and it's especially gratifying to be present to acknowledge the accomplishments of our students. Man, what a year. I can't say anything about this year that hasn't already been said, muttered, or cursed, but to all of you, congratulations. You made it. We all made it. In anthropological parlance, this event is a rite of passage. One can tell it's not just an event by the ritual costume I'm wearing. I don't honestly wear this very often. This rite of passage marks the admission of these graduating majors into the clan of anthropology. To get to this point, the students, what we would call the initiates, have been required to undertake a quest. The students have committed significant time and energy to their field of study. Every major has taken an arduous series of courses that have provided scholarly and anthropological breadth and depth. You, the students, have survived the pandemic, science and society, navigated the introductory courses, you steered the perils of ancient Africa, encountered humans and animals, lived through the AIDS epidemic, dissected human anatomy and osteology, and have sorted through a variety of courses on bones. You've navigated social landscapes and literally contributed blood, sweat, and tears to biomarkers. In behavioral research at the St. Louis Zoo, you've discovered that, the animals do all ask for you. In addition, you've been fueled by global energy and the American dream. You've experienced gender, culture, and madness, understand economies as cultural systems, and you've debated health, healing, and ethics. In short, you've undertaken a remarkable academic journey, and you have emerged as a changed person. You have become a member of the clan. Rites of passage are at their core about creating community. I want to emphasize that all of us in the anthropology department, the faculty, the staff, the graduate students, we're all enriched by our students. You have enlivened our classrooms, our labs, our hallways, and even our Zoom spaces. Each of you, no matter your accomplishments or your failures, your triumphs or your tragedies, you've enhanced the culture of the department. I want to say how grateful we are for all of our students. Ours is a rich and diverse group of students, and your presence here has made this a wonderful environment for us to be able to teach and to learn. You honor us by your presence, and welcome to the clan. Now, of course, if this were a real anthropological ritual, at this point I'd sacrifice an animal or burn some kind of effigy, but sadly that loses its effect on Zoom. Later this week, you will also be initiated as members of the tribe of Washington University alumni. Congratulations on this accomplishment. And it is indeed a major accomplishment. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge all the parents, the grandparents, the siblings, and family friends who are watching. You too have worked hard and you have suffered ups and downs. By your patience and support, you have helped your student achieve the distinction of graduating from Washington University. For the parents, you have the extra comfort of knowing that, as Mark Twain noted a long time ago, while your child matured, you miraculously got smarter. Thank you. Thank you very much for entrusting to us the education of these wonderful people. When surveying this graduating class, a saying comes to my mind, and that saying is, may you live in interesting times. Well, if that's been your wish, you can rest assured it's been fulfilled many times over. However, if this has been your wish, I want to remind you that for every pithy and wise aphorism, there is an equal and opposite saying. In this case, it might be careful what you wish for. You are graduating into turbulent times, but I have high hopes and great expectations for each of you. Your education as an anthropologist positions you to know that in the sweep of human history, each generation has faced remarkable challenges. And despite daunting and seemingly overcoming obstacles, has lived through these adverse situations and has thrived and created change. You've learned the complexities of other cultures and the challenges of understanding how societies develop and change. Mostly, you have learned skills that underlie your actual courses, to think critically, to assess facts and data, and to communicate well. Your education allows you to understand complex problems, to break down big issues into manageable pieces, and to reassemble ideas to create novel solutions to problems old and new, large and small. The world is being transformed at a remarkable pace today. What we need are young women and men who can comprehend this evolving world, who can distinguish the historical context of changing social, economic, and political circumstances, who understand the fundamentals of how the global village functions, and especially who recognize that each person's assumptions about the ways the world works, including her or his own, are grounded in cultural values, beliefs, and practices. And perhaps most importantly, we need young people who will challenge these assumptions, who will not tire of doing so as they mature. Few of you are going to go on to be professional anthropologists, but all of you are students of the human condition. I am confident that this liberal arts background will serve you well today in these uncertain times, and that this education will prepare you for the future when you do assume your roles as leaders of businesses, professions, governments, and organizations. May you live in interesting times indeed. And now on to the awards. We now have so many graduates that we cannot take the time to tell you all of their accomplishments, but we have a program that will be available on our website tomorrow where this information is going to be available. So the first award is for excellence in anthropology, and this award reflects the top 10% of the graduating senior class by anthropology GPA. And the recipients of this award are Isabel Ahn, Revant Chapidi, Lev Kolinsky, Bridget Leyendecker, Ryan Lashgari, Noga Melnick, Haley Spaeth, Stephanie Sutton, Clorinda Tan, Catherine Wallace, and Claire Wild. Congratulations for excellence in anthropology.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Barnes, a lecturer in sociocultural anthropology here at WashU. I'm honored and thrilled to recognize Leah Fine for the Excellence in Research Award. Leah is the first WashU undergraduate student to graduate with a special major in One Health, a degree which she forged in working with faculty from across the anthropology subdisciplines, as well as biology, pre-health, and environmental studies departments and programs, as well as crucially under the mentorship of Dr. Sharon Deem, who's at the St. Louis Zoo and is a leader in conservation medicine, as well as the One Health paradigm. Leah's capstone research project conducted under the mentorship of Dr. Deem, Amy Nibalski, also at the St. Louis Zoo, and myself, has integrated qualitative and quantitative methods to investigate St. Louis Zoo staff perceptions of how the pandemic is impacting wildlife conservation. This unique and important transdisciplinary research at the intersection of social science and conservation science has resulted in an exemplary article manuscript that will be submitted to that has been just recently submitted to the Journal of Zoo Biology. Congratulations, Leah.
Hello, my name is Krista Milich, and I'm an assistant professor of anthropology. I'm thrilled to present Lev Kolinsky with this award for excellence in research. He's been involved with research in the field, in Uganda, and in the lab here on campus. Lev is a co-author on one of my recent publications on community conservation efforts, and shortly after, published his first author publication. He's also completed research on red colobus monkeys and has been involved with hormone analyses in my lab. Lev exemplifies excellence in undergraduate research. Congratulations, Lev.
I'm proud to present the Excellence in Research Award to Kunsang Lama. With this, she joins her ancestor Sonam Wangyal, her uncles Lama Jingmi and Dorji Gyaltsen, and her brother Kamsung as a bona fide scholar, albeit in a slightly different academic tradition. Congratulations, Kunsang, you earned this.
My name is Anna Jacobson, and I would like to recognize Carolyn Fox for excellence in research for her Medicine and Society capstone project entitled A Study of Scars, Narratives of Unintentional Childhood Injuries in Cato Manor.
I'm Kirsten Jacobson, Academic Coordinator in the Department of Anthropology. We'd now like to recognize those students who are receiving an award for their service to the department. Cameron Bryant, for assisting the department in outreach efforts to new and potential majors, in which he offered guidance and advice based on his own broad experiences and pathways. Keishi Fakey, for her role as an enthusiastic ambassador on behalf of anthropology to the Greater Washington University community, and for repeatedly assisting the department to communicate with new and potential majors. Grace Gerby, for assisting the department in efforts to communicate opportunities to new majors, particularly in the Global Health and Environment track, even as a junior, and Lev Kalinsky, for his outstanding participation in all facets of the major and perennial willingness to serve on informational panels for new and potential majors.
I'm Elise Kuhlman, Administrative Coordinator for the Department of Anthropology. We would also like to recognize the following students for service to anthropology. Lexi Lampkin, for sharing her expertise as a study abroad champion with other anthropology majors and minors. Larkin Levine, for assisting the department in communicating about the major and honors program, including sharing innovative methodologies. Nikki Navolta, for her leadership of the Beta of Missouri chapter of Lambda Alpha, National Anthropology Honor Society. And Samuel Riley, for assisting the department with inquiries about the major, especially with the Medicine and Society program.
Hi everyone, I'm David Ansari, and it is with a great deal of gratitude that I am able to recognize the following students for their contribution to anthropology. Cameron Bryant, Alexandra Levine, Nikki McAllister, and Leila Raj. Each of these students were in multiple classes with me in the fall, either global mental health or life in crisis, and then more recently in my course, Becoming Clinicians and Healers. In addition, Leila Raj was also a teaching assistant for my Introduction to Global Health course. Each of these students were amazing in terms of their contributions to the classroom community, and I thank each of you for showing up, for being present, and for your strong contributions to our discussions. I hope you have a great summer. I know this is a very difficult time to be finishing up, but I want to congratulate you on this amazing accomplishment. Thank you all.
My name is Anna Jacobson, and it is with gratitude that I recognize Sammy O'Reilly, Summer Reyes, and Clorinda Tan for their contributions to anthropology. I nominate Sammy for her incredible work in organizing the COVID task force panel and for her over-the-top work as an undergraduate TA in the Medicine and Society first-year seminar this spring. I nominate Summer for her willingness to jump into class discussions about very tough and complex issues since the very first day of her first year. And I nominate Clorinda for an unending commitment to exploring the answer to the why this is important to know question when reading about healthcare practices and beliefs that didn't always cohere with what we understand to be biomedically correct. All three students truly led by example.
Hello, my name is Krista Milich, and I'm an assistant professor of anthropology. For contributions to anthropology, I'm delighted to recognize the work of Lev Kalinsky. Lev has excelled at research, writing, collaboration, and outreach. For the past 3 years, Lev has been an important member of my lab and has been involved in publications and presentations, as well as maintaining the lab webpage and the social media pages for our community conservation work. No matter the setting or the task, having Lev involved always makes it better. I am sincerely grateful for all he has contributed to our community. We will miss you, Lev.
Hi, this is Natalie Mueller, and I'm honored to recognize Kunsang Lama for her contributions to anthropology. Kunsang is an exceptionally motivated and thoughtful researcher, and not only is her work excellent, but she also exudes an enthusiasm and positivity that makes any group happy to work together. So Kunsang, it was really a pleasure to have you in the lab and to work with you in the field, and I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Hi, I'm Glenn Stone, and I want to congratulate Jada Gardner on the department's Contributions to Anthropology Award. Jada took 2 courses with me. The first one was Culture and Environment. It's a course that's usually too big for a lot of hands to go up, and so there's usually not a lot of discussion, but Jada's hand went up all the time with really interesting observations and questions, which I really appreciated. And then the next year, she told me she really wanted to take my political ecology seminar, and she reminded me that she was one who'd caused so much trouble in culture and environment. And I said, no, I absolutely loved it. We would love to have you in the seminar. And she was. And the year that she took it, it happened to be the time that there were 3 brilliant and talkative PhD students in the seminar that dominated it just a bit. But she not only completely held her own, she was an absolutely invaluable contributor to the seminar. That's only part of the story, though. I happen to know that Jada was working full-time jobs to put herself through college the whole time. And one of her jobs was working as a behavioral therapist for kids. And in fact, she was on the job working with kids while she was in the class, participating via cell phone, and was still a wonderful participant in there. And when she wasn't working as a behavioral therapist with kids, sometimes she was on childcare duties because she had 6 younger siblings that she had to look after. So on top of all this, she was an absolutely wonderful participant in the seminar, and I was left a little bit in awe of her. Jada is off next year to study global health in London, and we wish her well in her studies there. And we live in unpredictable times, and I don't make a lot of predictions, but I can predict with some confidence that we're going to hear great things from Jada in the future.
Hi, I'm Brett Gustafson, Professor of Anthropology. I'm thrilled and honored to recognize Carmen Vescia for contributions to anthropology. Carmen set a high standard for both independent research and classroom discussions in my course, American Indians and American Empire. Congratulations.
I am delighted to recognize Karen Dordor and Izzy Davis for their contributions to anthropology. I had the pleasure of working with these 2 brilliant young scholars over the past year and a half on 2 projects related to the economies of care, survival, and the pandemics. One project was in St. Louis with Black, low-wage allied healthcare workers during the COVID pandemic, and the second project was HIV and sex trade in truck stops along the Trans-Africa Highway in Uganda. To Karen and Izzy, working with you has been both intellectually rewarding as well as fun. To you and your families, congratulations, and I look forward to keeping in touch and hearing about all the great things you do. Bye.
Hello, everyone. And I just want to extend a tremendous congratulations to all of our graduates. We really enjoyed having you as majors in the anthropology department, and we wish you all the absolute best success moving forward. So today I get the great privilege of announcing our Latin Honors Thesis awardees from within the department. These are students who have completed an honors thesis, publishable quality, and an extended length thesis as part of the fulfillment for their graduation requirements. And it is my great pleasure to introduce their work. Our first Latin Honors candidate is Adriana Calhoun, and she wrote her thesis on invisible issues, exploring the unspoken rift between the Black community and the field of speech-language pathology. Our second honors candidate this year was Kishi Fosuke, and she wrote on the separation of church and health, the moral politics of ectopic pregnancy management in Catholic healthcare settings. Our third Latin honors candidate this year was Matthew Ho, who wrote on the battlefield, in their memories, and in their children, the intergenerational effects of the Vietnam War on Vietnamese Americans. Our next Latin honors candidate was Lev Kolinsky, who wrote on the human-wildlife conflict mitigation and its impacts on community perceptions among Kabale National Park, Uganda. Our next Latin honors candidate was Larkin Levine, who wrote on understandings of sexual consent among male and female Zulu South Africans. Our next Latin honors candidate was Olivia Starr, who wrote on demystifying the mystical, the virtual reality of Torres del Paine National Park in southern Chile, Patagonia. And our final Latin honors candidate in anthropology this year was Helen Stevens, who wrote her thesis titled The St. Louis Legacy, Understanding Racial Disparities in Health and the Disproportionate Impact of COVID-19 on Black Americans. So congratulations to our Latin honors thesis students and to all of our majors this year. It has been one of
my great pleasures being one of your professors and for our Latin honors students working so closely with you over the course of your thesis. So congratulations, and I know you are all going to do really great things.
And last, but emphatically not least, our final recognition is for the John W. Bennett Prize to the outstanding graduating senior in anthropology. John W. Bennett was the founder of the Department of Anthropology, and he was a Renaissance type of scholar of exceptional intellectual breadth, as well as being an outstanding teacher. The Bennett Prize recognizes the senior or seniors who exemplify Professor Bennett's intellectual curiosity, and it's awarded for a combination of high GPA and an excellent honors thesis. This year, we have two winners. The 2021 John W. Bennett Prize is awarded to Lev Kolinsky and Adriana Calhoun. Congratulations to Lev and to Adriana for their outstanding accomplishments and achievements. We're very proud of you and wish you both the very best. Brings us almost to the end of our ceremony. But before we fade out virtually, I'd like to say some words of appreciation. First, to our students, thank you. It's an honor and a privilege to work with you and to participate with you in your learning experience. This year, more than any other year before, shows that you're an amazing, spirited, resilient, and adaptive group of people. I'm amazed by our students. You really are the best and the brightest. You enrich our lives and will, through your deeds, make the world a better place. Each of you will change the world in your own special way. I wish each of you the best in all of your endeavors. Congratulations on your achievements. Second, I want to acknowledge the efforts of our faculty. I'm fortunate to work with the world's most remarkable scholars, teachers, and colleagues. In the last year and a half, my colleagues have torn up syllabi, developed new courses, taught in new ways, and like you, have adapted to new approaches to life. Who says older dogs can't learn new tricks? To my colleagues, thank you. I also want to recognize our outstanding graduate students. These colleagues assist in many classes and in a few instances teach their own courses. All of our graduate students, though, enhance our community. They engage with our undergraduates and the faculty, and their energy, enthusiasm, and intellectual talent challenge us. Thank you, my colleagues. And lastly, I want to acknowledge the staff of the Anthropology Department, Pamela Hayek, Abdul Irsani, Mary Larkham, Lauren Marr, Jen Everhart, Rose Fors, Elise Coleman, Maggie Seymour, and Kirsten Jacobson. Every student in our department is graduating because these people have labored in some way, and almost always behind the scenes to make it happen. From the first day a student declares her major to today, these wonderful colleagues have been working tirelessly to see to it that this department is a superb and friendly environment in which to learn and to teach. To my amazing staff colleagues, thank you. And a final word. As you go out into the world, you have a chance to teach us and yourself through your successes, but also through your trials and tribulations. Remember that your accomplishments are calibrated by how you have faced the adversities of getting to your achievements. Please stay in touch and stay safe, but also please stay human. If the COVID pandemic has taught us one thing, is that we are connected and that our common good depends on the efforts of all of us and that all of what we undertake. Good luck, good fortune, and may you have nothing but success. Thank you very much. Take care.